What happens if you pour diesel into a petrol engine?
Pouring diesel into a petrol engine can cause significant mechanical problems due to the distinct differences between petrol and diesel fuel and how each is used within their respective engines. Petrol engines operate on a spark ignition system, where a spark plug ignites a highly flammable petrol-air mixture for combustion. Diesel fuel, in contrast, requires high pressure and temperature to ignite, and it doesn't combust in the same way when introduced to a petrol engine. Here's a detailed breakdown of the consequences and the potential damage caused by mistakenly using diesel in a petrol engine.
1. Immediate effects on engine startup and performance.
If only a small amount of diesel is introduced into a petrol engine,
the vehicle might start but will show immediate signs of distress, such as rough idling, misfiring, and significant power loss.
Petrol is much more volatile than diesel, designed to combust easily with a spark.
Diesel, however, has a thicker, oilier consistency and a much higher flash point, meaning it doesn't ignite readily under spark ignition. As a result, diesel may not burn properly in the engine cylinders, leading to an incomplete combustion process.
This incomplete combustion causes the engine to sputter and run poorly, producing excessive smoke from the exhaust due to unburned diesel particles. Additionally, the diesel can create a greasy residue within the combustion chamber, further disrupting ignition and power output. Drivers may notice the engine producing unusual sounds, running with less power, and exhibiting poor acceleration.
2. Clogging and damage to fuel system components.
Diesel fuel's oilier texture can also cause significant harm to the fuel system components in a petrol engine. Diesel is thicker than petrol and can clog parts like the fuel injectors, fuel pump, and fuel filter, which are designed to handle petrol's lighter, more flammable properties.
For example, when diesel enters the injectors, it can obstruct them, preventing proper fuel atomization necessary for spark ignition.
Additionally, the spark plugs, which are responsible for igniting the petrol-air mixture, can become coated with unburned diesel residue, causing them to foul and lose effectiveness. Diesel can also impact the fuel pump, as it is thicker and may strain the pump, leading to potential overheating or mechanical damage.
Over time, these components will suffer from buildup, requiring extensive cleaning or replacement.
The combined stress on these parts increases repair costs and can reduce overall engine efficiency if not addressed promptly.
3. Internal engine damage from carbon deposits and residue.
Running a petrol engine with diesel fuel for an extended period or even in short bursts can lead to carbon buildup and sludge formation. Diesel doesn't fully combust in a petrol engine, leading to the formation of deposits in the combustion chamber, valves, and piston rings. These carbon deposits can cause engine knock and pre-ignition, disrupting the engine's timing and reducing its overall performance. This sludge and carbon buildup also reduce the efficiency of the combustion chamber by lowering compression and hindering proper airflow. Over time, unburned diesel can seep into other parts of the engine, including the catalytic converter, which is designed to handle cleaner petrol emissions. Diesel can clog the catalytic converter with soot, significantly impairing its function, increasing emissions, and possibly requiring an expensive replacement. The exhaust system, similarly, may suffer from soot buildup, leading to increased back pressure and exhaust restriction. 4. Addressing the diesel contamination issue. If diesel is mistakenly added to a petrol engine, the best approach is to avoid starting the engine altogether and have the fuel system drained immediately. Starting the engine circulates the diesel through the system, exacerbating the contamination and spreading it into the fuel lines, injectors, and combustion chamber. A professional mechanic can drain the fuel tank, flush the system, and, if necessary, clean or replace affected components like spark plugs, fuel filters, and injectors. Though the draining and flushing process is costly, it is necessary to restore the engine and prevent lasting damage. In cases where the engine has been run on diesel for an extended time, a thorough inspection and more substantial repairs may be required to address internal damage and clear any carbon deposits or sludge that have formed due to incomplete diesel combustion. In summary, adding diesel to a petrol engine can have serious consequences, from rough idling and power loss to long-term damage in the fuel system, exhaust, and catalytic converter. Diesel's higher density, oily consistency, and high flash point make it incompatible with petrol engines designed for lighter, more volatile fuel. Immediate action, such as draining and flushing the system, is essential to prevent further damage, and professional repair may be required to restore the engine to full functionality.